What is up, y'all? It's your boy, the Renegade Enigma, here doing a video, and in this video, I'm going to give you the results to the Royal Rumble 2016, and I gotta say, this Royal Rumble was awesome. Probably the best Royal Rumble within the last, like, 5 years or so, maybe even 10. But yeah, going on, right? First, we have the pre-show, which we have a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, and the winner of this tag team, the two guys who win, are going to go on to the Royal Rumble. And the participants are the Ascension, Connor and Victor. You have the Dudley Boys, Bubba and Devon. You have a random ass tag team of Demon Sandow, Mizdow, Macho Mandow, whatever you want to call them, and Darren Young of the Primetime Players formerly. And finally, you have what I call the Real Americans 2.0, which is Jack Swagger and Mark Henry. Good tag team match for what it was and whatever. At one point, it looked like the Dudley Boys were gonna win. They did the whole Devon get the table thing, and we're about to get the table. But then, out of nowhere, the Real Americans 2.0, Jack Swagger, Mark Henry won, and they're going on to the Royal Rumble. So, okay, we have that. Next, we have the actual pay-per-view, and our first match is for the Intercontinental Championship, the IC title, and it is a last man standing match, and it is Dean Ambrose, the champion, versus Kevin Owens, the former champion. So, great match, like really violent for what it was, for being PG and whatever. We didn't get no heavy blood or nothing like that, but it was like really violent. At one point, it looked like Kevin Owens was killing Dean Ambrose. Like at one point, it looked like he threw him through the steps. Like I want to say like 4 or 5 times. Like it looked like it hurt, like really bad. But man, at the end of the match, Dean Ambrose prevailed, and man, he's still our Intercontinental Champion. And both of them went on to the Royal Rumble, so they're both in the Royal Rumble. Next, we have for the WWE Tag Team Championship, we have the New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston, with Xavier Woods, which, by the way, for those of you that care, he brought out a new trombone, Francesca too, because Jericho basically smashed Francesca one, the trombone, whatever, those of you that care. So there's a new Francesca in town, so they went against the Usos, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and great match. These tag teams, like, they always get it in every time they face each other, but I'm kind of tired of this feud, to be honest with you. Like, I hope we get new number contenders after this, and yeah, but obviously, like I said in my prediction video, it's 3 against 2, and obviously the New Day won. So, we have that, and the New Day, well, Kofi Kingston at least, went on to the Royal Rumble and whatnot, so he's in there. Next we have, for the United States title, we have Alberto Del Rio, the current champion, which he recently just got back, versus the former champion, like as of a few weeks ago, Kalisto, formerly of the Lucha Dragons. And that's a back and forth, great match, great high spots and whatever. Like, it kind of felt like you were watching a cruiserweight match, and Alberto Rio is like a pretty big bull, so to call him a cruiserweight is crazy, but he's fast, he can pull off some crazy moves. But, at the end of the day, Kalisto hits the Solidoso 1, 2, 3, and your winner and your new 2-time WWE United States champion, Kalisto. I gotta say, I feel bad for Sin Cara right now. Hopefully they find something for him to do, But yeah, you have that. Next you have what could be perceived as your main event of the evening. It's all perception, how you see it and whatever, because it's the last match before the Royal Rumble. So whether or not you consider Royal Rumble the main event pay-per-view or not, it's all what you think. But yeah, what could be seen as the main event, you have the WWE Divas Champion, Charlotte, along with her father, Ric Flair, going against her former best friend as far as storyline, Becky Lynch. And these girls got it in and whatever. Like, it was an awesome match, like it was, all you can say is awesome with this match, like no words. But at the end of the match, Ric Flair's father got in the match, threw his jacket in the ring, distracted Becky Lynch, and then Charlotte hit the spear. 1, 2, 3, the winner and still champion, Charlotte. So Charlotte, you know what I mean, she's celebrating her win, and she starts beating down Becky again. And you know, as she's celebrating, all of a sudden you hear some music. Sasha Banks shows up out of nowhere, and we haven't seen this girl in weeks and whatever. Like, she's got like a huge pop from the crowd and whatever. Like, it was like it was something beautiful. Like you don't really see that with divas and whatever. But yeah, she comes in and whatever, and like she takes off her rings, takes off her chain, takes off her glasses, and goes in there and she's face to face with Charlotte. All of a sudden, she kicks Becky Lynch out the ring, and she's like, "It's my spotlight, not yours, Becky." So she goes back and like stares down Charlotte. They're face to face, and Charlotte takes out her hand. All of a sudden, they do their old like hand gesture or whatever. Because if you don't know, back in the day, they used to be a squad together, like a faction. They were called the BFFs back in NXT. It was Sasha Banks, the boss. It was Charlotte, and it was Summer Rae. So, you know, they celebrated in the ring a little bit and whatever, smiled at each other like all happy-go-lucky and whatever. Charlotte goes to leave the ring when out of nowhere, Sasha jumps her from behind and hits the bank statement and makes her tap out, basically knocking Charlotte out. And she picks up the belt, Sasha Banks does, and then she celebrates with the belt. This is hinting at the fact that they're going to have a match probably at Fastlane. I'm hoping WrestleMania, because that would be awesome. But yeah, we're going to see that match for the Divas title, Charlotte versus Sasha Banks, and it's going to be awesome. Next we have for the Royal Rumble and whatever, and I'll break it down after like I talk about it a bit. You know what I mean? We have some surprises in there. For the instance, well, I'll get into it, right? So it's a 30-man Royal Rumble, for those of you that don't know, and this time it is the champion Roman Reigns defending his title in the Royal Rumble. He's defending it against 29 other superstars, and keep in mind he's number 1, so he's gonna be in there for a long time. Anyway, long story short, like we get some surprises in there. We get AJ Styles making his WWE return. We have Sami Zayn, you know, finally making it to the main roster and whatever. And number 30, we have what was being like spoiled on the internet. People have been saying this for a while. We have Triple H, and the last 4 people in the ring were Sheamus, the former champion, Triple H, which was number 30, Dean Ambrose, the IC champion, and the current champion, Roman Reigns. Like, he was right there, final 4. So Dean Ambrose throws out Sheamus. So now we have the final 3. So then, like, Triple H throws out Roman Reigns. So now we have the final 2, which is Dean Ambrose and Triple H. So regardless, we're going to have a brand new champion. And lo and behold, we have our new champion for the 14th time, the King's Triple H. And, you know, I'm not that mad about it, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, everybody gets uproar with, like, John Cena being the 16-time champion or whatever, but I'm not that mad with Triple H being a champion again. You know what I mean? It was okay. He hasn't had it in a while, so who cares, right? And, like, only thing I'm upset about is, like I said in my last video, you know what I mean? Everybody wanted Roman Reigns to lose the title. That's only gonna like piss you off even more, because later on he's gonna get it back, either at Fastlane and become the 3-time champion, or you know he's gonna win it at Fastlane, lose it again, then at WrestleMania get it again and become a 4-time champion. So he's becoming Cena-esque with the championships. You know what I mean? That's my only issue with that. Other than that, you know what I mean? It's good to see the King back, you know. But yeah. Comment down below and tell me what y'all think about this. Let me break down the entrances, like, so, you know, man, you have something else to like here, right? You have number 1, Roman Reigns, which was the champion. Number 2, Rusev. Number 3, AJ Styles, which came in really early. I was surprised about that. Number 4, Tyler Breeze. Number 5, Curtis Axel, which finally got eliminated, by the way. Like, supposedly he's been in the Royal Rumble for like almost a year. Number 6, Chris Jericho. Number 7, Kane. Number 8, Goldust. Number 9, Ryback. Number 10, Kofi Kingston, which did a spot where like he got eliminated, like thrown out, but what's his name? Big E caught him. It was outside the ring for the longest on Big E's like shoulders until like forget who it was. Like they kicked Big E in the face, and like Kofi fell and got eliminated. But yeah, number 11, Titus O'Neil. Number 12, R-Truth, which by the way was hilarious and whatever. You know, he always has a thing where he botches something. So he goes in on Royal Rumble, and he goes, like, instead of running to the ring, he goes under the ring, pulls out a ladder, puts it in the middle of the ring. Everybody stops and just looks at him like, dude, what the hell are you doing? He climbs up, reaches up, as if he's like reaching for the money in the bank, and there's nothing there. You know what I mean? One of those, my bad, this is on me moments. So he gets back down, and Kane chokeslams him out the ring. So there's your R-Truth moment, right? After R-Truth, you have Luke Harper, which is 13. 14 was Stardust. 15 was Big Show, which, by the way, was supposed to be number 1 for those of you that remember. 16 was Neville. 17 was Braun Strowman. 18 was a badly hurt Kevin Owens, which like he was like limping to the ring or whatever. 19 was Dean Ambrose, which had his like shoulder patched up. 20 was Sami Zayn, that's a surprise there. 21 was Eric Rowan. 22 was Mark Henry. 23 was Brock Lesnar, which destroyed the whole Wyatt family at one point, because like they were all in there, like they were cleaning house. Number 24 was Jack Swagger. 25 was The Miz. 26 was Alberto Del Rio. 27 was Funny Bray Wyatt after his whole squad got eliminated, and his whole squad all together teamed up against Brock Lesnar and eliminated him. So that might be a thing for WrestleMania. 28 was Dolph Ziggler. 29 was Sheamus, which by the way, at one point, the League of Legends, or whatever you want to call them, the League of Assassins, the League of Nations, I don't care. You know what I mean? Alberto Del Rio, Rusev, and Sheamus, they attacked Roman Reigns and like took him out the Rumble, which led me to think that Roman was gonna like come at the end and win and whatever, you know, like one of those like, oh, he didn't get eliminated yet, so you know what I mean, person thinks he won and he didn't. But yeah, right when Sheamus is about to come out, Roman Reigns comes back out, knocks him out for a few seconds, and yeah, like later on he got back in the ring, but whatever, right? And finally, like I said earlier, number 30, Triple H. So yeah, Triple H won, and you have your 14th-time champion. But yeah, y'all, like, if you watched it, tell me what you think about this, you know what I mean? Would you have done it differently? Would you pick a different winner for any of these matches? And basically, Royal Rumble is the precursor to WrestleMania. So what do you think is going to happen at WrestleMania? That's another question I have for y'all. But yeah, y'all, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, you know what I mean? Share with your friends and whatever. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Until next time, y'all, peace.